Tonight, CBS News has new reporting on a problem for the U.S. in its war with Iran. Missiles getting through defenses and hitting targets allied with the U.S. A senior military official says Jordan's air defense system intercepted and shot down 3 Iranian missiles earlier today, but in the 48 hours prior to Friday's deadly attack at a Jordanian airbase, which killed 2 U.S. soldiers, that same base sustained 2 direct hits. Now President Trump appears to be blaming Jordan's security.
They did slip something through in Jordan, and if we had other operators, would not happened, unfortunately. But because we have the best equipment in the world, we've stopped almost everything.
Today, the president also vowed to bomb Iran's Pickaxe Mountain, an alleged nuclear storage facility. Although Trump wouldn't confirm whether centrifuges have been moved there, he also said there is no blockade in the Red Sea by Iran-backed Houthis, even though at least 5 vessels appeared to turn back from the shipping point, according to maritime tracking firm marinetraffic.com. CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata has more from Amman, Jordan.
This evening, we would be reporting about a new wave of U.S. airstrikes, which would make it 11 nights in a row. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means it hasn't happened yet. And in terms of Iranian retaliation, Iran has taken aim at U.S. military assets in Bahrain and Kuwait once again, but they've also widened that scope to include Jordan. Not only previous strikes that killed 2 U.S. soldiers over the weekend, but Jordanian defenses had to intercept 5 Iranian drones and 3 missiles over the course of the past 24 hours. And we heard air raid sirens here last night. That's the first time that's happened in months. In fact, pretty much since the start of the conflict. Not tonight, at least not yet. Why Jordan? Why now? Analysts that we spoke to say U.S. forces don't have the kind of robust fortifications or air defenses that they have at established bases like Bahrain and Kuwait. And it appears that Iran is taking advantage of that. At the same time, Iran has sent mediators to Pakistan with the hope of reviving some kind of diplomatic solution to the conflict. And there's been talk of another 10-day pause, if not maybe a return to a ceasefire. But in Washington, President Trump said the United States has no interest in meeting at the moment. In fact, he's vowed retaliation for the deaths of U.S. troops here. And what we've seen over the past 10 days has not really been out of the ordinary in terms of U.S. airstrikes. No statement attacks to suggest that retaliation has happened in any meaningful way. If anything, he signaled that the U.S. may now focus on an area suspected of uranium enrichment. That's called Pickaxe Mountain. And that's a place where Israeli intelligence believes Iran has moved centrifuges, possibly to reconstitute its nuclear program. U.S. airstrikes have been focusing on the Strait of Hormuz, as we know, in the past 2 weeks or 10 days. This would be the first time those airstrikes will have focused on Iran's nuclear program.